Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got another TBR jar video for June. Since the last one, I have changed what my prompts are in. These are all of my old prompts, but these jars are just so hard for me to stick my hand into. So I figured I would keep one of the jars that all the old prompts, these are all the ones that I've already picked through. And then I have added all of my prompts into this mug because I don't ever really use this mug. For starters, it's like a fall mug, but I think it's cute, so I'm gonna put it on my shelf all year round. But I figured this would be a lot easier to grab prompts from, plus it's just cuter than the jar. So on one side there is a pumpkin that looks like Spider-Man, and then on the back side or on the other side it says, "My pumpkin spice sense is tingling," because he says his spidey sense, you know. Anyway, this is our new TBR jar, but it's mug. I did add some more prompts into it, so we've got some new and improved prompts in here. Let's pick June's TBR. I know there are a couple new releases that I am really excited for. First one being Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I am so excited to read that book. And then another book that I'm really excited for, which is one of my book club's picks for June, is Till Summer Do Us Part, instead of like Till Death Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. It'll be my first Megan Quinn book, so I'm excited for that one. And then there's the new Boys of Tommen book. I don't remember what it's called. Releasing 10 maybe, but that is on my radar as well. So if any of these prompts work for those books, that would be amazing. Otherwise, anything on this shelf I would be really happy to get as well, because this shelf right here is my summer TBR. I rearranged my bookshelves a little bit to have all of my spring/summer TBR, my priority, front and center. These two books right here technically were also on my May TBR. I think I'm at least starting this one before the end of the month, so hopefully I'll get this one read by the end of the month. I don't think I'm going to be getting to When the Moon Hatched, so that could still be picked for one of these prompts as well. So without further ado, let's just get into it. We're going to pick 6 books per usual and then go from there. I am going to be getting away for a long weekend at the end of June for my husband's birthday, so we'll have some reading to do then, which is super exciting. Prompt number 1 is one of the new ones that I wrote in, and it is an indie author, which I actually have what I want to read for that. It is on my Kindle because I found this. It was in my summer TBR video that I just posted, but I found this author on TikTok, and she has a book that sounds perfect for summer, and it's set in Greece, which is the #1 place I want to go to in the world. So I'm definitely going to be picking that one. Let me find my Kindle app so that I can tell you what it's called. It is Trip Switch by Alison Specka. This is what it looks like. I don't know too much about it. I just saw this pop up on my TikTok. The author was actually talking about all of her books, and this one caught my eye because it's set in Greece. So, a hopeless romantic, a moody tattoo artist, and a dream vacation gone wrong. Lila's best friend and her wealthy fiancé surprise their friend group with a luxurious getaway. Perpetually single and anxious about her future, Lila is thrilled for the chance to escape her everyday life, though there is one thing, or more specifically one person, that could ruin this dream vacation. The groom's friend, Harrison, intimidating, withdrawn, and definitely not a fan of Lila's relentless cheerfulness. Harrison has never given her anything except snarky comments and a bad attitude. The fact that Lila has a tiny, unspoken crush on him, purely an inconvenience. She's determined to enjoy the sun-soaked shores of Santorini while ignoring him entirely, but when fate intervenes and strands her alone with Harrison, Lila finds herself face to face with his rough demeanor. Without their friends as buffers, will the two be at each other's throats, or could their clashing personalities complement each other in ways they never expected? Sounds really interesting, so I'm excited for that one. Prompt number 2, we have a nonfiction. I am not the biggest nonfiction person, so this is interesting. I think I might have to just do this one, which this is one of the only nonfiction books I have on my physical TBR. And I have been wanting to read it for a little while, but I'm just not the biggest nonfiction person. But that is Atomic Habits. I have heard really great things about this one. So we'll add it to the TBR. Don't know if we'll fully get to it. I could do like a memoir or something also, but I don't really have any on my physical TBR that I want to read. Let me see if there's any on my library apps that I use that I could get to more quickly. I have 2 that I do want to read. 3 if you include one that's not out yet, because I've been watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and Macy is writing a book, so I definitely want to get to that one, but that doesn't come out until October, so I can't read that yet. But the other 2 that I have on my radar for memoirs is The House of My Mother by Cherie Frankie. But the other one that I really want to read is From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley and Riley Keough. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she plays Daisy Jones in Daisy Jones and the Six. I could borrow From Here to the Great Unknown on Cloud Library. It's already available. I think I'm going to do From Here to the Great Unknown because I would much rather read that one than Atomic Habits. So I think I'm going to do this one. On to prompt number 3. We keep picking ones that I wrote today instead of old ones on here, but that's okay. Longest title. So this is the book on my physical TBR that has the longest title. Of course, it has to be longest title, not like further into the series. Because, for example, I have Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home, and that's a pretty long title. Or I haven't read Daisy Hates yet, so I can't read Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home yet. So, not that one. Oh, okay, this one could be a long title. My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Bachman. That is a long title, so that is definitely a good option. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words. Or I also have Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 6 words, but letter-wise, it might be a contender as well. Because longest title could mean most amount of words or most amount of letters in title. So we'll hold on to both of these. Okay, I think it's going to be one of these 2, which are both on my summer TBR. So that is great. I'm going to count the letters real quick to see which one has the most. 29 letters in Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Land. And then in Frederick Bachman's, it has 38. This one's definitely longer, so we'll be adding that one. Prompt number 4. A book with a place in the title. Let's see. So I could do Babel or Babel because that is technically a place. It is a school in this world. I could do Caraval because that is a place also technically, but I don't think I want to do that one because I don't really want to start that whole series. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Babel, Babel. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. If you know, please let me know in the comments which one it is so that I know how to pronounce it, but I'm excited for that one. Okay, prompt number 5, we've got a Kindle book. Exciting. And I am going to do my book club's pick, the Till Summer Do Us Part, because that is going to be on Kindle Unlimited. So it'll be perfect. So, because I know I'm going to read it on Kindle when I do end up reading it for a book club, but it is this one, Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. It is a new release that comes out on the 3rd of June. So that will be prompt number 5. Majority of these are not actually taking books off of my physical TBR because they are on Kindle or my library app. So not the best month for taking things off of my TBR, but that's okay. Last prompt, prompt number 6. We have a book you started but didn't finish. Not doing this one because, as we talked about last month, the only book that I have on my TBR that I've soft DNF'd is a book that I don't want to read until February because it's around Valentine's Day. So we're not doing that one, so we'll grab a different prompt. Kindle Unlimited pick is the same thing as a Kindle book, so not doing that one either. I guess I didn't know I had already put that prompt in here. So new one. Book Bestie chooses. Okay, let me text my friend. I have a couple different friends I could choose from. I could choose my best friend who lives in Florida, or I can choose a new friend that I have. I think I'm going to choose my new friend. So let me text her. I just texted my friend and said, hey, I'm filming my June TBR video and one of the prompts I picked is Book Bestie Chooses. Can I send you a picture of my bookshelf and you can pick for me? And she said, OMG, yes. So I'm going to send her a picture. I think I'm going to send her, I'm going to add this into here because I don't think I'm going to get to it yet. Okay. So let's take a picture. Okay, just sent her a picture. I said any of these can be picked. And I just sent her this bookshelf, and this one. So not all of them, but 3 of the 4 shelves. So that's pretty good. And we will wait and see what she says. Okay, we have a response. She picked what I had a feeling she was going to pick, but she said, ooh, this is easy, in all caps. Flawless by Elsie Silver. Ye freaking ha. I knew she was gonna pick Chestnut Springs. So the last book on our June TBR will be Flawless by Elsie Silver. I'm excited to read another Elsie Silver book because I liked the Rose Hill series so much, and I've heard amazing things about the Chestnut Springs series. So we're starting a new series, but I'm super excited for it. Shout out to Lauren. Thank you for picking my book for me. This looks like a really sad TBR because I only have 3 of the physical books with me, so I feel like I should pick a 7th. I have not yet this year finished a full monthly TBR, but I have done it in the past a couple times, so who knows, maybe June could be the month, but we're gonna do one more for good measure. Just because I feel like it's kind of sad having only 3 of the physical books because the other 3 are Kindle or audio. So, honorary random 7th pick, we have a fantasy, nice and easy. Let's see. I think I could do one of these 2 because I really want to get to these ones. Oh, or Rebel Witch. Okay. These are the 3 I'm choosing between. Bookshops and Bone Dust, Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, or Rebel Witch. I think I'm going to do Rebel Witch because it will be finishing a series because it's only a duology, and since we're starting a new series with Flawless, it would be nice to complete one. The book I'm also currently reading will be completing a series, so I think I'm going to do Rebel Witch in hopes that I can finish some series so that way it will make up for it. So let's add it to the pile and go through all of the books on my June TBR. The first prompt we picked was an indie author, and I am picking Trip Switch on my Kindle. Pretend I'm adding it onto the shelf behind me. And then we have a nonfiction, again, pretend I'm adding it to the shelf behind me. From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley and Riley Keough. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry, guys. Adding that to the shelf as well. The third book was the longest title on my TBR, and for that it is My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Bachman. I'm excited to read another one of his books because I really enjoy his writing. Actually adding that one to the shelf behind me. And then we have a book with a place in the title, and I picked Fable. Don't know how to pronounce it, but it's technically a school, so it counts. Then we have a Kindle book, and I am picking Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. The 6th book was a book bestie choose, and my friend Lauren picked, and she picked Flawless by Elsie Silver. And then last but not least, the 7th unexpected pick was a fantasy, and I picked Rebel Witch. So there we have it, my June TBR. I'm excited for this month. Hopefully I can get to all of them. I'm going to try really hard to get to them all so that I can complete it, because that would be amazing. So come back at the beginning of July to see which books I read and my ratings on them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!